evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this special program on how to catch STIs. I mean, how not to catch STIs, that's sexually transmitted infections. My name is Dr. Charles Chinnian, and over the next 10 minutes or so, I will be guiding you through some of the ways on how you can prevent catching STIs, and also what to do if you think you have one. Cut it there. Later on, we will be talking to Miss Fiona Parkins. She works in a sexual health clinic in rural Wales. Wonderful part of the country in England, that. Now, she will be telling us all about getting tested, and later on as well, I will be talking you through some adverts produced by various governments throughout the world on promoting safe sex. But in the meantime, I've been on the internet this week, and I found this. Haha, I bet that gave you a shock. I also found this. This is an advert that comes from the United States of America. Yes, and it promotes safe sex amongst the homosexual community. Let's watch. Oh look, it's Brokeback Mountain. How wonderful. Lots of hunky cowboys in their hats and fences with hammers and things. Yes. Oh look, he's a hunky cowboy. Oh, look at him. Whoa. He's obviously asking for oh, no, he's not asking for direction. Oh, God. Oh, good Lord.
Welcome to
Condom Country.
HIV is on the rise in our community, so ride safely.
Well, that's all well and good, but what are the main STIs, and what are their symptoms? I asked Fiona Parkins that very question last week. Let's watch.
The major STIs haven't changed that much over the years, I suppose, though more things are coming to the forefront now than would have been a few years ago. So at the moment, hot off the press is like chlamydia, which is an important infection that we see a lot and is very treatable. Warts, and that's a real big news at the minute because of the HPV vaccination campaign for year 8 girls at secondary school. So that's genital warts are something we do see a lot of and will continue to see a lot of, but it will change the profile of things to do with smears and cervical cell changes. And then there's the age-old things like syphilis and gonorrhea that haven't gone out of fashion really, and we still see some of. And then there are other things like HIV that we're screening for on a very regular basis.
Oh God, it's Hollyoaks. Look at them, they're all at it. Except she's got a necklace that says gonorrhea. What a wonderful visual metaphor. I suppose it still could be Hollyoaks. Look at them all, cavorting in the street like animals.
And you can't always tell who's got one.
It's a good message, you know. Is it over yet? Oh good. Thank God for that. Now, the next question I wanted to ask, and this is to Fiona Parkins again, is what is the difference between HIV and AIDS? Let's find out, shall we?
Right, what is the difference between HIV and AIDS is a really good question, because you've got HIV, which is a virus in itself, and AIDS, which is a collection of disease pattern. Really, it's a collection of illnesses that people present with.
Thank you for that, Fiona. Now, the next advert that we're going to watch, again, comes from the United States of America. This one was produced by MTV. Let's watch.
Why is that chap covered in Cheerios?
I don't understand that. Why does Cheerios have a relevance or a link to HIV or AIDS?
Can condoms make guacamole? I suppose that could be useful for afterwards if you're sort of a bit tired and fancy a snack. You could say, "Condom, go and make us some guacamole, will you?"
Muy bien, señor Condom. Muy bien.
That's just silly.
Right, I've seen that advert half a dozen times now, and I still can't work out exactly what the connection between HIV and Cheerios is. Answers on a postcard, please, people. So, instead, let's learn how STIs are transmitted. That'll cheer us up.
All sexually transmitted diseases and infections you'd imagine would be sexually transmitted, and that is, of course, how they are. They can be they can be transmitted in other ways, for example, from a mother to a child at birth. So there are issues around looking after mothers who've got specific infections with their midwifery care and things like that. What else? Then you've got people can exchange diseases and infections in other ways, like needle sharing or those kind of intimate contacts. But mostly in clinic, you're thinking maybe somebody's passed something on sexually, not using condoms, whatever it is, and then they'll check it out because they're anxious about it, or maybe because they've got a symptom.